everyone, welcome back to Phoenix Wright Ace Attorney Trilogy, and we are continuing on with Trials and Tribulations, and we are on the episode 5, Bridge to the Turnabout. This is part 1-2 investigation. So, last time, we didn't really get much done. It was basically just getting everything ready for, I guess, this episode. But we went to some sort of spiritual retreat with Maya and Pearl to a mountain temple, and it turns out that the Dusky Bridge from the last episode is at this area. So the place that Dahlia jumped off of, trying to pretend she was dead, that bridge, and also Dahlia might be here at the temple because there's someone named Iris that looks strikingly similar to her. So all that was happening, and also someone got stabbed and probably is dead. And then also Phoenix Wright fell off the bridge. So I do not know what we're going to do this time, but let's go ahead and just get right into it and see what happened to our good old Phoenix. So date, time, and location unknown. Who could that be at this time of night? Edgeworth? Yes, Edgeworth speaking. Are we going to play as Edgeworth? Okay. Edgy, get up. It's an emergency. Larry? Do you know what time it is? It's not Larry. It's a Larice. Larice! This is nothing more than a terrible nightmare. I'll just roll over and... Wait, don't hang up. It's an emergency. It's Nick. He took a real nasty spill. Well, it wouldn't be the first time, so... I'm not joking. His life is in danger. What? What happened? Tell me. Talk about a guy with a bad luck. He may already be dead. Anyways, you've got to come back. You're the only one that can help. My Iris, my beautiful Iris, she needs your help. What about Phoenix? Alright, okay. I don't know what's going on, but I'll be there as soon as I can. Did you even tell him where you were? Okay, I'm at the detention center. Please hurry. It's been 1 year since I left that country. I thought I wouldn't have to see him again for a while. Sounds like it won't be a pretty reunion, as if I expected anything to change. Okay, February 8th at 2:19 p.m. You're late, Edgy. What took you so long? I don't want to hear it. I chartered a private jet to come here as quickly as I could. Well, you could have chartered a faster one. Anyways, just listen. Something happened to Miss Elise and Nick and Maya and... Oh, hey? Say something, Edgy. Before I came here, I stopped by the hospital and paid Wright a visit, okay? I believe I have a better understanding of the situation than you do at this point. Good job, Edgeworth. Good job. The murder victim was the picture book author, Miss Elise, yes. She was found by Wright and the head nun, the suspect in the temple's younger nun. Then later, while Wright was crossing the bridge, it broke and he fell into the river. Hospital says he'll need at least 2 days of bed rest. That's right, you got it! Wow! But they arrested her. My sweet little Iris. And here I was convinced he was the one the police had arrested. However, I still don't understand what these two items are for. What are you talking about? They're things Wright gave to me when I was leaving his room. The Megatama! Oh, so he can tell if someone's lying. He said some nonsense about being able to see people's hearts with this. And the other, he couldn't possibly be asking what I think he could, right? I'm begging you. Iris' trial starts tomorrow. With Nick out of the picture, you're all I've got. You're the only one that can represent her. What did you just say? You know, represent, defend, you know. Why do you think I called you anyways? I'm a prosecutor, Larry. A prosecutor. Do you understand what I'm saying? A prosecutor is a lawyer who... Don't talk to me like a kid. I graduated junior high. I know. Don't worry about it. I promise I won't tell. But I mean, I heard a paper badge had no problem fooling an entire court before. Could this country's judicial system have fallen into such decay? Yes, it could have. Please, Edgy. At least listen to her. Listen to Iris' side of the story. So Wright wasn't joking when he gave me this badge, after all. Oh, thank you for coming. My name's Iris. Edgeworth, Miles Edgeworth, yes. I don't know if I can be of any help, but I'll at least hear what you have to say. Mr. Wright, how is he? Mr. Loris said that he might even die. You'd want that, wouldn't you? Huh? Fortunately, he'll be fine. Larry, you moron. How could you say something like that? He was badly bruised when he hit the water, but otherwise he is unharmed. Oh, thank goodness. But he caught some kind of nasty cold. He's running a fever and is drifting in and out of consciousness. Must be imagining things. This woman. I feel like I've met her before. Wow. That wouldn't be the first person to think they've met her before. Okay, let's talk. Iris. The music. I've heard this before somewhere, haven't I? Pardon me, Iris. I would like to ask you something if you don't mind. I have the distinct feeling you and I have met before. Must be your imagination, Mr. Edgeworth. After all, I hardly ever leave the temple. What's that? It's a place where those who wish to boost their spiritual power come to train. You need to undergo some very difficult training to release your inner spiritual power. Spiritual power? Did you go to the temple for that reason as well? Oh no, I don't have any spiritual powers. I don't need them. In that case, what are you doing at the temple? I've committed some sins that I need to pay for. That's why I'm here, and why I've continued to train to purify my soul. Okay, deny the crime. Alright, I'll help clean up after dinner, and then went back to my room at 8. Later I left my room to ring the lights out bell at 10. We ring it at the same time each night, I see. And then, I was told to go to the training hall, but I went back to my room and stayed there. Why didn't you go to the training hall? I was frightened. Frightened? So I just stayed in my room and meditated until the murder happened. There's more to the story, I know there is. Maybe I should dig a little deeper. Frightened. You were asked to go to the training hall on the night of the murder? Yes. However, you didn't go. Because you say that you were frightened. What exactly were you so frightened of? Here it is. The Magatama comes in handy. Okay, 2 locks. What in the world? Is something wrong? I'm sorry, it's nothing. It looks like she's not aware of them herself. There must be what Wright was talking about. Cyclocks. Or Cyclocks, whatever. I believe he said that I need to present this to do something. Do you have any idea as to what really occurred that night? I think it was a result of the tremendous spiritual power that was unleashed. Spiritual power. Was this Maya that released spiritual power? Spiritual training has been cause behind many great tragedies. This incident was another example. I can't accept that. I'm a man of science. I don't believe in spiritual power. Yes, I understand. Most people don't. And I am certain that the thing that killed the victim was a human. So please answer me this simple question. Were you the one who killed Miss Elise? No. No. I'm not the one who took her life. The Cyclock things aren't appearing. Suppose that means that I can believe that she's not lying. Heh, what's wrong? Can't believe what I'm thinking. And here I just finished saying I don't believe in spiritual powers. It appears that's about all that you can tell me. Thank you very much for listening to my story. I visited Wright at the hospital before coming here. He asked me to take care of you. Wright did? Me? Yes, at the trial tomorrow, he asked me to defend you. If Mr. Wright has that much faith in you, Mr. Edgeworth, then I will gladly entrust my fate in your capable hands. And now this is the point where Edgeworth says, I've never actually defended someone before. For that, I have one question. Do you know Wright? Why would you ask? Whenever you came up in our conversation, he began to act a little strange. Mr. Edgeworth, what is Mr. Wright to you? He's a very dear and indispensable friend. It was 5 years ago. That's when I deceived him. I heard that he was in a lot of pain afterwards because of what happened. I know what a weak person I am. That's why I thought it was best if he never saw me again. I wanted him to just forget about me without learning the truth. If you ask me, Wright is still suffering. And until he learns the truth, I don't think he'll ever be able to truly recover. Iris, it's not too late. You should go to him. Tell him the truth. She can't right now. She's in the detention center. I'll defend you, but only if you agree to one condition. Alright, Edgeworth, I promise. Very well, I'll do everything in my power to get you an acquittal. That's enough information gathering. I should go head to the crime scene. Well, isn't it at the crime scene you're going to do more information gathering? Okay. So, suspension bridge. Well, that's a good thing they blocked it off because there's nothing to walk on here. It's a dusky bridge. Sure, it's cold, alright. So this is it. Dusky bridge. Oh, wow, it's you, Edgeworth. Hey, Gumshoe! Detective Gumshoe. Long time no see. It's been about a year, or has it been longer? It doesn't matter, Detective, but what does matter is why you're shuffling around up here. Ooch. There's that sharp left jab. Well, I'm happy to see you anyways, Edgeworth. Let me guess, you were transferred by HR to the local precinct? A wise decision. The vast amount of nothing up here should be quite easy to guard. I heard you were back in the country and arranged to come all the way out here. Everybody was real nice. They even let me take charge of the investigation, sir. Good job, Gumshoe. I'm proud of you. Gumshoe indeed. Like gum on your shoe, he's impossible to get rid of. Be nice, Edgeworth. He came here to see you. I'm supposed to report on the details of the crime scene, sir. Anyways, here I am, Detective Dick Gumshoe, reporting for duty. Thank you, Gumshoe. I thought Prosecutor Godot was going to be here before me. That guy's a real mystery, I tell you. Godot. Okay, what happened? Just got back into the country, don't really know much about the case. It's simple. Simple as is simple does, as they say. You got no idea how much I miss that biting sarcasm of yours, sir. But seriously, this one's a piece of cake. There's a witness that saw the whole thing. Yeah, the bikini lady! The nun! Okay, bikini lady. You should go talk to her yourself if you want the details. I may have to talk to this bikini lady, I mean decisive witness. Okay, Dusky Bridge. This the bridge that Wright fell through? Yep, I can't imagine being that reckless myself. Look before you cross is how it goes, right? Or was that leap? And is there something on the other side? Yeah, some old building they call the Inner Temple. We can't get over there now without the bridge, sir. Nobody lives there, so there's usually not a problem. But Maya's over there. Someone was at the Inner Temple before training, and now they're stuck there. Yeah, I heard from Wright. It's Maya Fey. Oh no, her again. Anyways, air's really turbulent right now, so we can't do any aerial extraction. No one's going to be able to reach the Inner Temple until tomorrow. Will she be alright in this cold? She can surely find something to burn. So how did this bridge burn anyhow? We're almost 100% sure it was lightning. Almost 100% sure. It wasn't storming that night, was it? Okay, let's look at Prosecutor Godot. So who is this Prosecutor Godot? I've never heard of him. Yeah, he's a new guy. Showed up after you left the country. He's a complete rookie, so nobody can say a bad word about the guy. What kind of man is he? He has become a prosecutor recently, but he's good, sir. Really good, and he drinks a lot of coffee. If he's good, how is it that I've never heard of him? Is he the lead prosecutor on the case? You bet he is. After all, you know who is right in the middle of it. Phoenix Wright, of course. For some reason, Godot has really got it in for Mr. Wright. Oh, really? Yeah, he seems to have some kind of grudge. What would be the cause of this grudge? I don't know. Maybe he made fun of his mask or something? Mask is pretty cool. I wouldn't make fun of that. No, this makes any sense. I better look into this Godot myself. Okay, lightning. You're telling me the bridge caught on fire due to a fluke of bolt lighting? Yep, last night it showed for the first time in 3 days. A little unusual for lightning to occur during a snowfall like that. But according to the weather data, lightning definitely struck. Okay, well, I guess it's possible that there's lightning. I see. Very detailed weather report. Almost too detailed, if you say. Even has the exact time that the lightning struck the bridge. That's a little too exact. Oh, we got that information for the witness's testimony? Bikini Nun! Okay. Someone actually saw the lightning hit the bridge. Who's the witness? Sorry, I'll go ask one of the local cops later. It was Bikini! Okay, so we got that. Oh, we got all that stuff too. Let's see if we can present that to do anything. No, nothing. Okay. Profiles. So he was mentioning Godot. I usually hear about promising young prosecutor candidates when they're in school. Never seen or heard of this person. Gotta admit, he's puzzling alright. He just appeared one day, big mug of Stephen coffee in one hand. Sounds like an interesting man. Yeah, the whole prosecutor's office is really into double espresso macchiatos today. Okay, maybe that's it. Okay, let's go to the main gate. Yo, Edgy! What took you so long? I'm so cold my brain's turned to sherbet. I knew it was a mistake to race back to this country. What country did he go to, actually? We don't know. What do you mean? Wright is going to be fine, and the case itself isn't anything unusual. And I find myself taking a request to defend a woman accused of murder? Wait a second. Hold it. Objection. What's going on here, Mr. Edgeworth? It's hard to explain, actually, but one of the things led to another, and it's kind of a lame excuse is that, and you call yourself a defense attorney. Prosecutor Edgeworth is a prosecutor, and that's why he's a Prosecutor Edgeworth. Prosecutor Edgeworth, defense attorney? Just sounds plain old weird, pal. Right, Prosecutor Edgeworth? I'm not sure what role I'm supposed to be playing here anymore. Dude, Edgy? I don't see you for a couple of years and your heart turns to sherbet. I'd say more like sorbet. It's rather cold here. Iris didn't murder her. Someone else did it. I know it, okay? So trust me on this one. Larry, are you saying that you killed her? Ever the romantic, aren't you, Larry? Nevertheless, I'll do whatever I can to prove her innocence, or try at least. At least until the pass the baton on to Wright, that is. Okay, let's talk to him. Iris. Man, I'm telling you, Iris is so cute. Right, Edgy? You think so too, right? What's wrong? Why are you so quiet? To put it simply, your comment has me highly concerned. Could it be that the reason you think she's innocent? Come on, a girl that cute couldn't possibly be a murderer. It's happened before. I was right after all. I should never have come back. No, don't worry. I see things for how they really are this time, honest. If I had a penny for every time he said that. It's just that, well, Iris is a delicate flower. You can't force things too much, you know. I mean... I have no idea what you're talking about, Larry. No idea. Oh. Forget it. Forget it. Okay. You didn't say anything. The night of the crime. Larry, where were you? And what were you doing at the night of the crime? Larry, what is it? What? Don't tell me. You think I might have done it? No, Larry Butts would never have done this. What? Get lost! Go back to your charter jet and get out of my sight, you creep. And I hope your plane crashes and you die. Larry. The nerve of you. I'll ask just one more time. On the night of the murder, what were you doing? And where were you? 3 locks? That's more than the other one. Okay. As I suspected, psycho locks. I'm sorry, man. You know me. I just don't remember. My short-term memory is a wreck, dude. Well, can we present... Oh, wait. What if we show her this Iris's hood? Okay, nothing there. What if we show him Iris? I have a feeling that she's hiding something. Could be, after all, she's shy and gets embarrassed pretty easily. I don't think has anything to do with it, okay? Why not? Look, I know all about these kind of things. Come on, Edgy. You were a guy once. Wait, I was a guy once. What? Lots of girls are like Iris. You know I'm right. Well, you most certainly seem to have convinced yourself. Man, I love shy girls like her. It's just so cute, you know what I mean? Still doesn't listen to others. I see. Guess some people never change. Okay. Well, that's probably all we can do there. Then we'll move into the main hall. Oh, Bikini! Hey, hello there. So how are you feeling? Alright, I suppose. Huh? Who's this? My name is Miles Edgeworth. My, a handsome boy such as yourself is always welcome. If circumstances weren't so tragic, I might just... Please don't call me boy. Please. I'm sorry I trouble you. But I'm looking for a woman in a bikini. Edgeworth, I think you were fed the wrong information here. Well, you have found her. Now, what can I do for you? I'm sorry, but I don't see any bikinis. If you ask nicely, I might give you a peek, big boy. Oh my gosh, Edgeworth. Edgeworth? This is the head nun, Sister Bikini. She's the witness. Why didn't you tell me that earlier? Why didn't you tell me? This is exactly why your salary keeps getting cut. My stomach is already growling in protest. So, what's the latest about my beloved Iris? Well, first, I want to hear what you know. Night of the crime. Well, last night we had an acolyte here for training. After dinner, the two of us went to the training hall in the inner temple. She must have been talking about Maya. Approximately what time was that? Around 9 when we left here. Training lasts all night long. It's extremely exhausting. Channeling Dojo's head nun must be in attendance at all times to keep watch. Wow, you're right. That doesn't sound exhausting. Detective, this is no time for flattery. Sorry. Sometime around 11, you witnessed the incident. But your duty was in the inner temple. Why did you come back here? The way you're staring at me, I'm starting to get goosebumps. I'm starting to get goosebumps myself, but for different reasons. You get the chills pretty easy, don't you, Edgeworth? Okay, why did you return? So it's your duty to stay with the acolytes at all times? Yeah. I know I may look strong, but the truth is I got a bad lower back. Yes, it's especially bad in the winter, so bad that I can't even lift a bucket. Do you remember how cold it was last night? My bad back felt as stiff as frozen glass. I just wanted to take a hot bath to ease my aching back. That's why I returned to the main hall. So you left the disciple all alone. Don't be ridiculous. I would never do that. That's why I ordered Iris to be at the inner temple. After she had rung the bells. And Iris told us that she was told to go there, but she never did. Yeah, exactly. She never went to the inner temple. I think I better try to get more details. Okay, what you saw? Okay, alright then. I'd like you to tell me exactly what you saw in the courtyard. Must have been past 11. Oh no, I can't say it. It's too much for my poor heart. Calm down, lady. Let's go. Let go of my tie. I saw two people. One of them was lying on the ground. The other was Dahlia, looking like she was either stabbing her or pulling the knife out. The other one was stabbing her from the back with a sword. Do you see the criminal with your own eyes? I didn't want to believe what I was seeing. But it was Iris! This seems too easy, okay? I want to say it was her. But it probably isn't. Must have been quite a shock. Of course she was, trying to put yourself in her shoes. It'd be like you were stabbing Mr. Wright smack in the middle of the courtroom. And I happened to witness it from the witness stand. I'd be pretty shocked too. I know it sounds insane, but that's what I saw. And when I finally realized what I was seeing, I screamed. And then, I passed out. Unfortunately for us, her testimony seems pretty solid. However, the idea of Iris doing such a foul act seems unnatural. Okay, unnatural, yeah. The girl I know simply isn't capable of this sort of foulness. Wonder what she means by that. Okay, so the acolyte, tell us more. So who is this acolyte that was training at the inner temple? It's Maya. I treated her very badly, I'm ashamed to say. After she went through the trouble of signing up for the special course. Special course? It's a training session where you sit on a block of spirit ice and chant 30,000 times. You don't even have to tell me she's still doing that over there at the inner temple, do you? No, of course not. You don't have to worry about that little bit. Last night, we still hadn't started the training session itself. That's good to hear. Oh, dear. There's one thing I forgot to tell you. I don't think I like the sound of this. Do you know that small girl, I believe? Oh, Mystic Maya's little sister, Pearl? That's Maya-Faye's cousin. Little Pearl. I thought she was going to visit Mystic Elise after we'd finished the dinner cleanup. But we haven't seen her at all since last night. She's still missing. She's nowhere to be found. You mean she was with the victim? It's all the fault of my stupid, creaky old back. A little girl who was with the victim at the night of the murder is gone. As they say, the plot thickens. What can I present? I don't think there's really anything good. Courtyard. Okay, we can go to the courtyard where the murder happened. There's actually a lot of places here. So this is where the murder took place, sir. Other than removing the body, we left everything else untouched. Thank you, detective. I'll have a look around. Looks like the police are still investigating. Oh, by the way, I thought I'd better ask, just to be sure. Are you really going to defend that nun, Iris, at the trial tomorrow? Yes, I will. I gave her my word, and now I must follow through with my commitment. Well, in that case, I've got to be careful. Got to make sure I don't leak the prosecution's whole investigation here. Don't worry about it, detective. Just keep your mouth closed, and I think most of it will flow out on its own. You got it, sir. I'll make sure it flows out like water from a tap. Yes, you do that, detective. You do that. Victim is a famous picture book author. Her entire past up until she won that writing award last year is a total mystery. It's hard to believe in this day of age you can still find people like that. Estimated time of death was between 10 and 11 p.m. Cause of death, blood loss from the stab in her back. The murder weapon was found skewered by a giant sword. That's terrible! That's just terrible. Yeah, but there's one strange thing. Victim's entire body was covered with bruises. They are consistent with falling from a height of 2 stories. So, she was probably up in a window. There's probably a window right up above us here. She probably fell out onto the sword. Somehow the sword fell out of the grasp of the statue, and it ended up looking like she was stabbed on the ground. About the same height as the room in front of us, correct? You're right. Way to go, Edgeworth. It happens to be the room that she was staying in. Maybe she was pushed out the window after she was stabbed by the sword. Or maybe she just fell on the sword. Maybe. Okay, what happened? Now then, detective. Let's see if we can summarize what we've learned so far. Take a look at the map. Okay, so we have the temple and the inner temple. According to the sister, the head nun. Right after they had finished dinner, she and Maya Fey headed to the inner temple. At 10 p.m., after ringing the lights out bell, Iris went to the inner temple, but she never did. She never did. When she got there, Bikini headed over while she went back to the temple. After taking a hot bath to soothe her back, Sister Bikini witnessed the murder in the courtyard. If you want more details, you should ask Bikini yourself in the main hall. Inner temple, huh? I'd like more information about that place. Okay, let's do more inner temple stuff. What is this inner temple she's supposedly training at? According to Bikini, it's an old building used for training at acolytes. It's on the other side of the Dusky Bridge. The bridge was burned down. Is there anything else on the other side of the bridge? Nope, not a thing. Nothing. The other side is surrounded by cliffs on all sides. In a way, it's kind of like the little island out there. Only thing out there is the inner temple. Here, it's not the kind of place a person could survive in. Please be alright, Maya, please. Okay, tomorrow's trial. Trial begins tomorrow, but who's the prosecutor? Mr. Godot. But nobody can get a hold of him, so they're looking for a replacement. What do you mean? It's really weird, all of a sudden no one can reach him. I wonder if rumors are true. Maybe since Mr. Wright caught a cold and won't be defending, he's lost all interest. I intend to appear in court in the role of defense attorney. However, it'd be quite unhappy if it came out that I'm actually a prosecutor. Yeah, I can see why, but I'm not the one you have to worry about. I think the real problem is going to be the judge. Yep, he certainly would remember my face, even after such a long absence. That's why I request that another judge preside over the trial tomorrow. We've only met each other once. There's a good chance he won't remember me at all. But, well, what about the prosecutor? Everyone in the prosecutor's office must know you. Wouldn't it be a problem if someone made a big stink, sir? There is no need to worry. I pulled a few strings and arranged for a prosecutor of my choosing. Wow, Mr. Edgeworth. I had no idea you had such a powerful string to pull. Okay. Anything to present? I guess we have the weather data, the autopsy report. Okay, nothing with that. Guess we need to examine the crime scene. So the sword. I wonder if that hand moves, okay? I wonder if that hand swivels, like it can point up or down. If it does, she could have fallen from the window or somewhere onto the sword. So that was the murder weapon. It's called Shito? Shito. Okay. By the way, nasty piece of work, sir. There's still blood on it. It's all over the blade. Speaking of all over the blade, there are fingerprints all over the hilt of it, too. They match the fingers we got from the younger nun. What's wrong? You're looking really solemn. Is this how it was for Wright? Is this what it's like to be a defense attorney? Yep, I figured it doesn't feel really good. To be honest, it feels more like it's detrimental to your health. Mental health, maybe. Okay. So, we got that. What about this? Oh, wait. What's that? Okay. So, a little ladder. A little sled. Okay, I don't think it has anything to do with it. Oh, her staff. We can get Maya's staff now. Wait, the amethyst is missing. Looks like a wizard's staff. That belonged to the victim? There's nothing strange or magical about it? Oh, yeah. Listen, this is just between us, okay? It's top secret stuff. Don't tell anyone about this. Alright. The truth is, when I was a kid, I wanted to be a wizard. Wow, that's really top secret. Glad you could tell me this now, Gumshoe. That's it? That's what you want to tell me? That's it. Yep, that's it. Staff's made for very strong kind of wood. What about fingerprints? Were there any on it? Just the victims? What about this? A lantern? Supposed to be light up at night. Maybe up there. Pretty sure the main hall didn't have a second floor. The temple is built on a steep part of the mountain. The front and the back of the main halls are on different levels. Makes sense. Wouldn't it be easier to build the place slanted, sir? Fail to see how he can consider that even remotely a good idea. I don't think there's anything else to look around here. Let's see if he can tell us anything more about the sword. Sword represents the multi-branches that life will take, all ending on one. Never heard of that one. What kind of life would I have had if I didn't join the homicide division? Oh, I don't know. Me as a traffic cop, a detention officer, the Blue Badger. You gonna be the Blue Badger? Wow. Okay, back to the main hall. Let's present the sword tour. About this here, let me see. Well, as you know, in order to see reality for what it truly is, we strive to break our attachment to what? What does that have to do with anything? Present. Okay, nothing with that. Huh. Wait! I see a piece of paper over there. What's this? A white piece of paper sticking out from under the stack? Beats me. Would you mind checking that for me, Detective Gumshoe? Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Here you are. Looks like an old manila envelope. What is it, Detective? This could be it. Super important clue. A super special clue. Suppose I should read it myself then. Looks like a letter addressed to Sister Iris. Tonight at 10 at Heavenly Hall, unless you want your secret to be exposed. This sounds like a blackmail letter. Nice going there, Edgeworth. Why can't I find clues in it like that? You're like an ultra important prosecutor, super duper prosecutor. Well, I suppose it takes a super duper kind of dumb to miss a clue like this. I don't see anything else here that we need. What if I present this to her? See if she knows anything about it. Do you know anything about this? Is that addressed to Iris? Clearly says Iris on it. can't believe it. That girl doesn't have any secrets from me. So Sister Bikini didn't know anything about it. What about the staff? Nope, nothing. Okay. Okay, main gate. Ooh, more stuff. Okay. I don't see Larry anywhere. Maybe we scared the poor kid away. His heart was shut tight with a number of psycho locks. Guess I'll have to look for him now. What a thorn in my side. I suppose this thing is necessary up here in the mountains. For a brand new invention that might make it even rich. Okay, what invention? A car that can travel on snow is called a snow car. So, what do you, would you go for a ride on something like that? Okay. Suspension bridge. Let's examine. Wait, it's like a Heavenly Hall. It's like a rundown doghouse for losers that don't bear the freezing draft. Kind of reminds me of my apartment. Makes it sound like a palace. Giving a hovel a great name is a crime itself. I'd call it false advertising. By the way, the name of my apartment complex is Compton Castles. It's not a great name. Okay. I'm amazed he survived the fall from up here. He's one lucky guy. Now I see why he manages to win the cases in the court. Blind luck. Okay. Dusky Bridge. An appropriate name. Okay, phone. I don't see a lot of these anymore. Since we got here, why don't we take a photo as a memento? A memento of the public phone. Why not? I don't have a camera with me. Okay. Okay. Don't see anything else here. Okay, let's go to the detention center. Maybe we can open up our locks now. Ah, Mr. Edgeworth, I came back to ask you a few questions, if you don't mind. Okay, but I've already told you everything that I... Iris, please, remember. I'm on your side. You can tell me anything. Yes, thank you. Okay. The Inner Temple. I just finished speaking with the head nun. She testified clearly as to what happened. She said she saw you stab Miss Elise with a sword. And one other thing. She said that when Maya Fey began her training at the temple, you were there as well. What? When I spoke with you last, you claimed that you never went to the Inner Temple. And yet, Sister Bikini says she met with you at the Inner Temple that night. But do you think Bikini's lying? I didn't go there. I didn't go to the Inner Temple last night. Doesn't look like she's unwilling to tell me the whole truth. And there's no Magatama showing up, so... Okay, so we need to try to use to break these locks. Okay, let's go ahead and present. Take that! I was frightened. Since I've been handling this case, it's my duty to dig up all answers, understand? Yes, sir. The smallest flame can sometimes bathe a case in a whole new light. In my years in court, I've seen it happen over and over again. That's why I'm committed to searching until I have those answers. Is it really true that you didn't go to the Inner Temple? Yes, I swear, I told you. You said you didn't go because you were frightened. That's right. If that's the case, then your obvious question is, what were you afraid of? I wonder. Is this what you're afraid of? It has to be that note. Yes. Take that! I found this in the main hall. It's addressed to you. That's, well, Iris? Well, why are you glaring at me like that? You were scared of the blackmailer who wrote this. Isn't that correct? Was it evidence or the power of my glare that broke that lock? I don't suppose it matters either way. But Mr. Edgeworth. Yes? I thought that letter was just someone playing a prank on me. Prank, you say? Yes, after all, even if I did have a secret, there's no one to tell... Wait, no one to tell it to that would cause me any grief. I wonder about that. Sister Bikini is like a mother to me. I would never hide anything from her. However, last night was different. Fortunately, I don't know the exact nature of your secret yet. However, whatever it is, there's one person you didn't want your secret told to. That was Phoenix Wright. Ah, you mean something to Wright, it seems. And I can't tell he's hold a special place in your heart as well. That's why you didn't want to, him of all people to know your deep, dark secret. What do you have to say? I should have expected as much, especially from a friend of his. All locks broke. Why are you frightened? After dinner, the letter was waiting for me in my room. As I said, I was frightened by it. What is this heavenly hall the letter mentions? Small mountain shack at the base of Dusky Bridge. It's more like a broken down shack no one would ever want to go near. Where is it on this map? I need to go look for it. Okay. It's around here. To get there, you must follow a small path down from Dusky Bridge. Reality is, to get to the inner temple, I had no choice but to cross that bridge. But the thought that such a terrible criminal could be lurking at the Heavenly Hall... I was so scared by the whole affair that I didn't even want to think about it. So this is a secret you locked away in your heart. Okay, looks like I have to visit Heavenly Hall to find some sign of this blackmailer. Okay, that's exactly right. Trial starts tomorrow. I promise you I'll win. I'm gonna win so that you and Phoenix Wright can see each other again. But when I do, you must promise me that you will tell him your secret. But it's pointless. Why would you say that? Because I know who Phoenix Wright is. But he has no idea who I am. Okay, so let's go ahead and move and go to that Heavenly Hall. So it should be... yes. Huh? Haha! Larry Butts! You little butt, look at you, okay? Painting all over this Heavenly Hall, you and Iris. And even putting up flags, really? Whoa. Not much of a view down here, huh? Still better than the view from my apartment, though. Someone's here. Hide yourself, detective. Oh, why? Why does this always happen? Whenever I find a girl I like, they always run away. I even chased one of them to Japan. Next is going to be prison, I guess. I'll steal that detective's wallet. That'll get me locked up for sure. Nah, I can't do that to someone who looks like he's down on his luck. He's just talking to himself. Shh, be quiet. I knew it. I shouldn't have done that. I blew it again. That? What did he do? Hey, you! What you just said. I got an objection. What? The Edgy, you dirty rat. Gumshoe, you oaf. How could you say something? I'm sorry, sir. Before I knew it, I was shouting objection. You've watched too many trials. I'm sorry. Okay, Larry, the jig is up. What have you got to say for yourself? Okay, Heavenly Hall. What is this little shack anyways? Well, I just discovered it myself yesterday. And why were you down here in the first place? Ah, come on. I'm an artist. I was looking for a good place to sketch. This is a great place to be artistic. It's cold. It's got no power. Looks like it's about to collapse. Sounds a lot like my apartment there, pal. Oh my gosh, Gumshoe. One thing's for sure, no one's likely to show up to disturb you. So can I get you something to drink? Some hot water, maybe? Do you have hot water? He's getting all buddy-buddy with us, sir. Iris. Listen to me, Edgy. You've got to do this. You gotta save Iris. Why are you so sure she's innocent? Because she's cute? Watch your mouth. Anyways, I've made up my mind about it. I'm gonna marry that girl. Mr. Edgeworth is pretending he didn't hear you, so I'm gonna ask for him. Have you already asked this girl to marry you? No, not yet. But I can tell how she feels by looking in her eyes. She's got this I really want this man to carry me over the threshold look. I'm sure Nick would be surprised. He'd be surprised that I could marry such a beautiful girl like that. Something tells me he'd be shocked indeed. That's why I didn't want her to do anything dangerous. I mean, what am I going to do if she gets hurt? What is this guy trying to say? He's lost me about a mile back. We really want to know the answer to that? We're going to have to drag him out into the witness stand. Okay, the night of the crime. Can't think of it, you still haven't answered my question. Where were you and what were you doing last night? Man, don't you have anything else to talk about? With that kind of attitude, you'll never be a ladies' man like me. Okay, chill. Those scary eyes. I got this. Okay, I got it. If you really want to know, last night, I saw something incredible. Something incredible. Oh, the locks. There are only 3. We can probably get through this. Let's see. Talk about good old days. I'll pour you a nice cup of hot water. Okay, we've already done that. So let's go ahead and present the Magatama. Oh, wait. Okay, now we can. Let's break open his mind. Night of the crime. Now you're gonna tell me what you really saw. Whoa, you're really upset, aren't you, Edgy? Okay, I'll talk. That was a bit too easy. Anyways, it was awesome. Never seen anything like it. Around 10 o'clock last night, it started thundering. I've been sleeping, not sure how long. Suddenly, zing, the world in front of me went white. Like I'd just been slapped in the face by my old girlfriend, Naomi. Oh, the one from Japan. And then I was on fire. The bridge was on fire. Yep, the bridge caught fire. Are you saying that you saw it with your own eyes? Why are you giving me the evil eye? I'm telling you the truth. There's still 3 locks remaining. That means he's still hiding something. By the way, Larry, where were you when they saw this happen? Where do you say? What do you mean? What do you mean? What do I mean? Just answer the question. I was in my own room by the main hall. Where else would I be? As usual, you're just as transparent as an empty jelly jar. The problem, I suspect, lies there. There? What do you mean? It's impossible for you to have seen the lightning strike Dusky Bridge from your room. Let's look at the map. I mean, perhaps. Let's go ahead and present that. This is the map of the area. Take a look around the vicinity. The trees are talking about? I think that should be obvious. The main hall is surrounded by trees. It's impossible to see the bridge from here. There we go. There we go. 1 down. How about that? Do you feel like talking now? About what? Looks like it won't be that easy. You leave me no choice. I'll have to move on to the next step. You weren't in your room at the temple, so then where were you? You don't know that I wasn't in my room. So where was Larry and why was he here? Okay. Very well then, let's test my theory. Place you witnessed a lightning strike was Heavenly Hall. Why would I be hanging out in an old shack? It's freezing cold. There's no electricity. It could fall apart at any minute. Larry, how do you know that anyways? Do you know there's no electricity after all? It's not that dark yet. In other words, you have just provided evidence to prove my theory. My theory is that you've been at least once in your life visiting Heavenly Hall after sunset. I have to admit, I'm impressed, Edgy. You're in a totally different league from Nick. Whoa, I could have done that. That's nice. Now tell me, what were you doing at the cold little shack last night? Might call fair decor. Okay. I think you mean a fair decor. Okay. Could it be that you were waiting for someone? You really are one scary guy, you know. You're waiting for this person. You know, Iris did say she was afraid there was a criminal out here. Okay, only one person you'd wait for is horrible place for her. I told you before, don't call me Larry. The person you were waiting for was Iris. Suddenly I feel cold all over, Itchy. All over. No doubt because of my chilly glare. Do you think I got the hots for Sister Iris, huh? You've told me. You said you would marry her. Do you have some kind of evidence? Got something that proves I was waiting here for her? Let's collect our evidence. The note. He wrote the note, didn't he? You called her to this spot with a pathetic blackmail letter. Hey, give that back! You're embarrassing me. What are you doing with that anyways? It's not important. I misjudged you, Larry. What do you mean? Taking advantage of a woman's frailty like that? You should be ashamed of yourself. Oh. First of all, what's this at the top of the letter? It says, salutation here. Well, that's what it says in that book. Letter writing for dummies. You're not supposed to actually write that. That's where you're supposed to write, Dear Iris. I'm so sorry. We got him. Okay, the night of the crime. Tell me now. Were you making this whole little love nest here? So you were here in Heavenly Hall last night, weren't you? And you saw the lightning hit bridge. Sorry, Edgy. Sorry doesn't cut it, you scumbag. Threatening a young lady like that. Wait, hold up. What now, pal? What are you talking about? What threatening stuff? I'll tell you what, you tried to scare Iris by threatening to expose your secret, pal. What do you mean threaten? When did I threaten her? Unless you want your secret to be exposed. That sure sounds like a threat to me, pal. Blackmail, in fact. Give me a break, it's a love letter. Have you ever been in love? Wait, what did you just say? My love for her burned so hotly it could melt all the snow on this mountain. Then, what is the secret you mentioned? Come on, Edgy. Don't you forget? Don't you get it? I'm talking about the secret love between her and me. Obviously, she wouldn't want old lady Bikini to know about it, right? About our hot and sour, bittersweet love affair. Alright, then why did you send a love letter in a business-like manila envelope? Give me a break, it's not my fault. I didn't have any other envelopes. Then why were you so quick to apologize? It's because Edgy gave me that scary look of his. What's wrong, Edgy? Why are you so quiet all of a sudden? That's it? That's what all those huge locks were about? I don't understand why you're so defensive. I don't know either. I guess the thing is, you shouldn't expect too much from a guy like me. Yeah, with the last name Butts. Hey, come on, don't let it get you down. Mr. Edgeworth? This guy is still hiding something, I know it. What do you mean, detective? Don't forget what this guy said just a minute ago. If you really want to know, last night, I saw something incredible. He's right. Larry? What? You're gonna look like a hungry dog that just ate a bone? Found a bone, sorry. What was this something incredible you saw last night? You're gonna tell me, Larry, one way or another. I already told you, didn't I? Come on. I saw lightning strike Dusky Bridge. Yeah, I believe it was an incredible sight you saw. Now I think about it, something doesn't quite ring true. If that's all there is for your story, your heart wouldn't have had so many locks. Therefore, Larry, I do believe you saw something last night. Something more incredible than lightning. What? When? Where? Why? How? Hey, what do you think you're doing? If you hide anything from Mr. Edgeworth, I'll arrest you on the spot, pal. Are you serious? More locks? 5 locks? No. What was wrong, sir? Does this mean I have to do this all over again? Okay. Why are you glaring at me like that? Like I'm next to be hit by a bolt of lightning. I've just had it with this Harlequin. If you really want to drag the truth out of him, I'll just have to drag him to the witness stand. I don't know, you could have tried again. Could have tried to unlock it again. Alright, let's go ahead and save. Yeah, really we aren't getting a ton of information yet. I mean, we have a little bit of information. And I mean, it must be enough to go to trial, since the next time we're going to be doing the Part 2-1 trial, which is going to be another multi-part trial, multi-part investigation, multi-part trial. This is going to be a long bit of time, because I think this is the last episode of this game. So, we got a little bit of like clues and evidence, but not really a ton. Hopefully we can get something out of Larry whenever we put him on the witness stand, but who knows. We could also get something from the Sister Bikini, but anywho, thank you all for watching. I hope you enjoyed, and I will see you guys next time when we continue on with the 2-1 trial. So, bye-bye.